misconduct investigation. He's been a part of the Miami PD for nearly 3 decades now. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
Decreasing clouds with highs in the upper 80s, mostly clear and mid-60s tonight. Sunshine and 90 for Wednesday. Sunshine, 95 for Thursday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is just showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
66 in Sarcoxy, 64 in Pittsburgh, 64 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, and today we're featuring Stapleton Elementary, Mrs. Robertson's 3rd grade class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to the KIX website, the Morning KIX page, and hit the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
We're still getting you signed up to win Tracy Lawrence tickets.
All you have to do to get signed up to win is text the word tickets to 623-1025.
And do it like right now, because we're going to find out the winner in just 18 minutes.
Here's Luke Combs.
Ain't no love in Oklahoma.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Oh my gosh, you threw a knife at me.
When?
Don't. I thought you were going to throw another knife at me.
When?
The one that's sitting over there in the corner now. That was so rude.
Jeez, you want to live in the past forever, Jen? Come on.
It was like a minute ago.
I know. It's like
Oh my
a minute
gosh.
ago. Besides, I missed.
You did, yes.
I did. I missed. So it doesn't count.
It totally counts.
It
Thank you
doesn't
for the gift,
count.
Christy.
Inanimate objects can't count. You can count on inanimate objects.
No.
You can always count on inanimate objects.
You can count them 1, 2, 3. Morning, Major. Morning, Becky. Morning, the rah-rah. Major says your shirt matches your skin tone.
What?
It's a
Does
little more
it?
pink. Morning, Megan.
It's not pink. It's orange.
Morning, Nikki. It's orange?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's an
Is it,
orange
though?
color.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I'm getting salmon vibes.
Yeah, it's salmon-y
Or
orange.
salmon.
Salmon. Be rusty.
Thank you for sharing the
I see
live,
on
Megan.
the camera, it does kind of blend in. Apparently, I'm salmon-colored.
Yeah. That's you.
So weird. The chat on mine is not showing.
On your TikTok?
Oh, there it just now. Pop, 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 pop.
They just needed you to say something about it for
I
it to
guess.
get together.
Oh, yeah. He noticed, guys. Do it.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Thomas. Got a lot of follows, new follows last night. Keisha, Lindsay, Marilyn, Sharon. Jimmy says it popped up on her late.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
weird.
it's just have one of those days.
Not had its coffee yet.
It really is one of those days, you know.
Morning,
I
Becky.
am great, Thomas. How are you? I'm excited for Saturday, too. It's going to be super fun. Are you bringing any of your crew, Christy? I know I keep asking about it, but we're going to have a fairly large crew in theory, and I really want to call and give them a heads up and let them know.
Yeah, we're trying to get together what kind of number we're going to have with us to give them, like, no, she says, no, just her.
Okay.
Right now, it's looking like about 16, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If
8,
everybody
9,
goes,
10,
it says
11,
they're going, which notoriously in the past,
19.
only about a quarter of what says they're going
Right.
actually attend.
So allegedly 19 people are going to go.
The last one that we had was the biggest one, and it was about
15. I want
About
to say.
15 people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nikki, are you bringing Remy? And Thomas?
I don't like the ancient Egyptian thing you put on TikTok yesterday. That's not right at all.
It
She
turns you into a
insinuates that I'm a
dusty old mummy.
desiccated, wrinkled corpse, and there's Jen with a filter face.
And I look beautiful. Okay, so Remy is coming. Thomas, do you know if you're coming or not yet?
Boy, Luke Bryan's getting fat, isn't he?
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean, I just saw the video up there. Holy cow, he has put on some pounds. He really has.
He's just living his life, doing his thing.
Yeah,
you know?
he's chunking it up.
Okay, so Thomas. Thank you for pinning that comment, Megan. That helps. Morning, Layla. Good morning, Carolyn.
Carolyn wanted to know where it's at. Same place as last time, Carolyn.
Bricktown Brewery, 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah.
Would love to have you. Your name is not on the list, but I can get you on the list.
You don't have to be on the list.
You don't have to be on the
But
list.
it will be helpful if you're on the list.
I'm just making a list so I can let Bricktown know what's going on. Yes, remember your rewards at Bricktown. We all downloaded that last time. Sarara, have you talked to your daughter-in-law? Do you know if she's coming?
Says
Morning,
check your
citizen.
encoder setting.
Yay, Carolyn's coming.
Go
So now we are
Carolyn.
officially at 20 people.
Wow.
Wow. Did you guys tell Melissa it's at a different place? I'm not sure if Melissa knows. If she doesn't hop on, we'll message her and I'll let her know.
Melissa doesn't know that we're doing this?
Well, no, that we switched places because it was originally at
Has she
Habaneros.
not been on in that long a time? Where has Melissa been?
I don't know. I thought she had been, but I don't know. Kinda. Kinda's hateful. She's not coming.
That's right. Kendra could care less about you people and us too.
Which is just really hurtful, Kinda.
It's because her name is spelled wrong.
I mean, we'd love to have Kinda there.
Kendra.
but-
She can't
No,
resolve all
Nikki, you are absolutely not.
that. No, you are not.
Thank you, but no. Morning, Kelly K. Melissa told me about the other place.
So
yes.
I'd already told her, so
Okay.
she knows. I'm sure Melissa's going.
Thank you, Megan.
Awesome, Megan. Thank you. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen 709.
Decreasing clouds with highs in the upper 80s. It's 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes. And we're getting ready to find out who wins Tracy Lawrence tickets to see him October 4th at Downstream Casino Resort.
And maybe it's going to be you, but you got to get entered to win.
You've still got time if you text the word tickets right now to 623-1025.
And do it like right now because we're going to find out the winner in just 10 minutes.
Here's Thomas Red.
On the 4 States Concert Connection.
KIX 102.5. Of course, we found out he's going to be at the Walmart Amp in June of this next year, yesterday. And we are going to be giving you the chance to win tickets right after the Secret Sound ends in November. So there'll be a chance to win tickets to him.
The phone's ringing. They probably think now.
Hi there, morning. Nope.
Morning, Hoo-ha.
Guys got to order the most expensive items in the menu.
No, Remy's not paying for us either.
Nope.
Don't even think about it. Yeah, so originally we were going to meet in Carthage at Habaneros,
Morning, Sarah.
but we are not doing it. It's now going to be Bricktown Brewery. The Rahuha. Where's Tiffany at? I feel like we've hardly seen Tiffany lately.
She was here yesterday.
Tiffany!
So there's a lot of talk yesterday about the guy that they arrested for the assassination attempt on Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And President Biden even talked about how wrong it was. I think that's what he was saying. Anyway.
Nikki. Nikki says I can be Tiffany. He can be Nickifany. Nickifany, Nikki.
So he was talking yesterday in a press conference about the political violence and had another one of those gaffes. Nobody's mentioning it. But he says there's no place for political violence in political violence. Here.
Just say, there is no, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, those of you who know me, many of you do, no place in political violence for political violence in America. None. Zero.
No place in political violence for political violence.
There's Melissa. Melissa, we were just talking about you.
Like, but
Thank
you know
for
what
the
I
gifts.
meant.
Hey, Melissa, you know we're doing Bricktown on Saturday. We switched locations. Bricktown, 1 o'clock. In Joplin.
Oh, as far as I'm concerned, it already is, Nikki.
I want October here too, Nikki.
I stayed home yesterday. I had a massive headache yesterday afternoon. My sinuses are really playing havoc with me this week. So we did not work out. We did not go outside. My wife talked me into going for a walk Sunday evening, and I complained that it was too cold.
You're
outside.
kidding.
It's like freezing out here.
I was sweating getting ready this morning. I was really mad about it. All right. I think we have our winner.
We do need rain. We really, really do need rain. Although this is part of the dying process for 4 states, you know, all the death that Jen always celebrates. The death of everything. Do I have raw honey? Yeah, I do have. Can I? I can. Should I? I don't think it's allowable on carnivore diet. My wife is a big honey proponent. She gets local raw honey and takes it every day, and that's the only sweetener, pretty much.
We do that in our house too. I fully believe in it. Oh my gosh, I missed like 20 messages.
I don't think. Yeah, honey is not included in the carnivore diet.
Yeah, it is way too dusty. All the kids at soccer were kicking up dust the other day.
So I started taking Sudafedrin. Apparently, that is acceptable for the carnivore diet. Hey, Melanie.
Hey, good morning.
Could you settle something for us? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I was wondering. I mean, you volunteered here. I was just hoping you could settle something for us.
Yeah, so you tell us.
Go ahead. Oh, well, I
okay.
guess.
Well,
I mean, I guess we could do
can,
that.
I guess,
Since you
sure.
did get signed up to win Tracy Lawrence tickets. Congratulations!
Woo!
You won.
And you're going to go see him on
October. Yeah, we don't know when it is.
And you're going to go see him October 4th at Downstream Casino Resort.
Just tell us who's the 4 states concert connection, Melanie. Of course.
When we know when the concert is. My goodness. April.
I almost said, I was like, I can fix that. August.
All right, Melanie. It looks like all I need from you is your street address, please. All right, so we have vouchers here at the studio that you can pick up Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And then the day of the show, you take that voucher with you to Will Call, and they will get you in that way, okay? Do you know where to find us in Joplin? Fabulous. Well, congratulations. Enjoy the show. Bye. Wait a second.
What?
When you're done, we need a powwow. It's something I noticed. Morning, Shelby.
See? I did April. Do I need to come look at some?
We mute it. Melissa, thank you for the gift. Christy, thank you so much for the gifts. Oh no, Jimmy says. It's okay. All right, here we
No,
go.
it's not. You're
16
in
seconds.
big trouble now.
You done did it now, Jimmy.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 719.
Decreasing clouds with highs in the upper 80s. It's 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 5 minutes.
But you've been getting signed up to win Tracy Lawrence tickets.
Am I?
Well, not you. The listener has.
The one listener. Mom, thank you for listening and getting
Thanks,
signed
Mom.
up for Tracy. But you're ineligible, so.
Oh, that's better than illegitimate. What was the other one?
Illiterate.
Illiterate. Yeah, that
that's
one.
the
Yeah.
one. We can't
right.
read her name.
So our system's just picked a winner. You ready to call him?
My mom?
No, we're not calling your mom.
Who are we calling? Oh,
The
this
winner.
person.
This person
Okay.
right here.
I guess. Fine. I will do that. If I have to do everything around here, I
I
can
can't
do
reach
this
the buttons.
too.
I don't have super stretch arms.
Oh, yeah. Heaven forbid she have to reach the buttons. Man, look at this. I'm just wearing the tip of my finger off.
And you're doing it wrong, I think.
Probably.
Hello?
Hey, Melanie.
Hey, good morning.
Could you settle something for us?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
What am I going to settle?
Oh, I don't know. I was
you-
wondering. I mean, you volunteered here. I was just hoping you could settle something
Yeah,
for
so you
us.
tell us.
Go ahead.
I just thought you guys were going to give me some tickets today.
Well,
Oh,
I
okay.
guess. I mean,
Well,
I guess we could
we
do
can,
that.
I
Yeah,
guess,
since you
sure.
did get signed up to win Tracy Lawrence tickets. Congratulations!
Heck yeah.
Woo! And you're going to go see him October 4th at Downstream Casino Resort.
Awesome.
Just tell us who's the
Yay.
4 states concert connection, Melanie.
Well, KIX 102.5.
Oh my gosh, Major would never do such a thing. He's not a bad influence.
Set the house on fire? What?
Major says we're grounded. Jimmy says I always get the blame. Major told me to.
Do this report.
Major said I didn't think you'd really do it. Mm-mm-mm. Morning, Jeremy. Carolyn, welcome to TikTok.
Gig guy.
The gig guide. Oh boy. Ew. That was a thing. No, no, no. Major. We're not doing habanero. We're doing Bricktown Brewery. Randy is in it on the computer. What? I don't know what you just said. Morning, Candy Cane.
Oh, I was generating a winner list for the last ticket giveaway that we did. Downstream is their agency is demanding that we send them a winner list and use these voucher things. So the agency that's changing
Oh,
everything.
this is the new agency.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Today will be a good day in it. Today's going to be a day, that's for sure.
In
Morning,
it.
Sam. In it. Oh, my gosh. Morning, Winky. Winky.
So have you guys ever heard of, have you heard of this, the 666 rule for dating?
No, it
evil.
sounds super evil.
No, it is a dating code that refers to men who are 6 feet tall, have six-pack abs, and make over six figures. It's the new criteria for women who are claiming to use it
come
to
on.
find men which fit the bill to help narrow down the seemingly never-ending lineup of potential matches on dating apps. Of course, it makes it very hard for most men to measure up. Not that I'm on dating apps, but it's probably why a recent survey from the dating app Flirtini found that a whopping 80%
Flirtini?
of women are open to lowering their standards in order to meet a male. That's the name of the dating app, Flirtini. Women are Flirtini are lowering their standards because, seriously, as someone who makes over six figures, that's a millionaire, by the way, using Flirtini, I don't think.
No, if you make six figures, that's 100,000.
Over six figures. Over six figures is 7.
So it's not 6 or more figures. It's over.
6 figures.
People are ridiculous.
Some places, the 666 rule is 6 teeth, 6-pack of beer, and he made it through the 6th grade. So,
Thank you, Melissa. I have a meeting today. Morning, Rhett.
my cousin is a 666.
Shelby says it's anything over 100,000, so that could be 100,001.
So he pumps gas at Phillips 66, and he's 6 bricks shy of a load. So
The Rahuha says some people will be single forever.
yeah,
What is your 6612? 12 figures,
Six,
Thomas?
what?
Yeah, you like your Instapot?
What's an Instapot?
Oh my gosh, I loved my Instant Pot. It's like a pressure cooker and a
Oh, yeah, I've
fryer and
seen
a
those.
pan. It's a million things in one.
We never got into that whole thing. We've got the air fryer, but that's it.
I was gifted an Instapot, and one day I was very dumb and forgot to put the bowl in the Instapot,
And ruined it.
and so yeah, I ruined
Cooked
it.
food to the inside.
I dumped all of my stuff in there and turned it on and walked away. And when I came back, I was like, why is everything all over the floor? Because it went straight to the bottom as it was trying to cook. Jen, you idiot.
Yeah.
No, Jen graduated 12th grade. Okay, so they had to have a college degree.
Yeah, the air fryer is nice. It took us a while to learn the temperature stuff on it, but
I make food that lasts me days. And it's nice because you can just dump it and go. And you can make up anything. You can be like, I'm just going to throw this stuff in there and see what happens.
so the transformation that they're getting ready to do, I noticed they're having what's their face, the Rocking W barbecue guys or whatever, is going to be catering it for free. And they had made the offer that anybody who hadn't been to one wanted to go find out what it's all about. I know what it's all about, but I thought, free barbecue at this from Rocking W. That is very tempting. Because it's hard to get Rocking W unless you're invited to something.
And Rockin' W is very, very
they're
good.
amazing. But
man, I can't believe when they were here how much they loaded up our plates.
Yeah.
For
there's
Honor
just
Flight, they came in.
No way I'm going to have time or be able to find time. Maybe I just go show up for lunch. Be like, I'm here just to see a little bit. It's lunchtime. Well,
wow,
man,
what are the odds?
Well, I've got to go. I've had an emergency come up.
I've made corned beef and cabbage in the Instapot. It was amazing. Oh, that sounds so good,
I
Melissa.
doubt it.
Grandma used to make gluten-free orange chicken in the Instant Pot, and it was so good. And on my birthdays, she'd cook me whatever I wanted, and I'd be like, that's what I want. I want my gluten-free orange chicken. Fabulous. I wonder if you can do green bean casserole in the Instapot. Probably. Some variation of it, I would assume.
Yeah, why not? Just go ahead and ruin it.
I thought it was already ruined.
You heard about this new robot that peels avocados at Chipotle they've got? It's
No.
a guac bot called the Autocado. It can peel an avocado in less than 26 seconds.
Okay, but it's called the guac bot. That's adorable.
Autocado. No, I make guacamole faster than you can say guacamole. I don't know if I trust a robot making my food. I mean, they had them making martinis and drinks and stuff, and we heard how that worked out. Not well.
By the way, our week 2 winner of the Pro Football Pick'em was Chris Younger from Web City, so congrats to him.
Really weird. This 27-year-old Nebraska guy, Zachary Scheich, he is now he's facing up to 120 years in prison for pretending to be 17 in order to enroll in high school.
What?
I don't understand.
Why?
He looks 17. Oh, to prey on teens. Okay,
Gross.
so yeah, I guess
yeah,
that's right.
lock them up. That's gross. I would not want to go back to high school. Been there, done that.
For more than 50 days, passed himself off as a high schooler to befriend, exploit, in some cases, sexually assault more than a dozen girls, some as young as 13.
Gross. How did he? Does he really look that young?
Yes, he does. He's 5'4". He's very slight build, and he fit right in. He's now sentenced to 85 to 120 years, depending on behavior,
Mm-hmm.
on charges of sexual assault,
Wow.
child enticement. All righty.
Morning, Uncle Mac. Morning, Chad. Yeah, there you go. Major can just express flight the leftovers to you.
Today's National Pet Bird Day, so be careful you don't roll over on yours if you have one,
Oh no. Oh no.
or your fish.
Mm-hmm. We got 40 seconds. I know. I thought the guacamole bot was kind of cool, Megan.
Until it gets its own, identity and starts making decisions for itself and decide that you might look better peeled.
Oh no.
Yeah. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
Here's El King. Here's El King with Miranda Lambert.
On KIX 102.5. Have my fingers on the button even after I pressed it. Apparently, they forgot that I asked
guess.
the other day for that to be addressed.
Last thing I made was creamy rice and chicken. That sounds so good, Major. Decepticons. That's right.
Pew pew. Jimmy can only have brown rice. That's racist, Jimmy. I don't either, Woody.
Would you stop it?
Today's Tuesday. Yeah, white on rice? What?
Yeah, you're not allowed to be in a good mood on Tuesdays.
No, Tuesday's not the right day. Okay, that's done. I guess I could put together the list of artists that we need for the live gig guide. Concert Key Ellender.
Nuts and bolts or something. My cat is here snuggled up with me, purring away. Oh, that's so precious. And it's only 5:40, Major. I'm so impressed. Morning, Bostonian. Oh my gosh, the moon was beautiful this morning.
It
Driving
was.
in,
It was
holy
peeking through the
cow.
clouds. Looked
It
very
was just
Halloween-y.
lovely. Weenie. And now you're going to go work out? Look at you getting it done, Major.
Okay, this is all September. Wow.
Got 25 seconds. Tomorrow's the full moon. It looked awful full tonight. Last night. All right, 13 seconds. You ready?
Gosh. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 per country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen 737.
Decreasing clouds with highs in the upper 80s. It's 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in about 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Definitely not someone who had to suffer through fall.
Why are you hating on fall?
Because
fall is
it's
lovely.
The death of everything. She loves everything dying. That's what she's
I
all about.
love fall. I love the falls or the leaves falling, and I love the weather and
It'd
the
be
football.
different if it was colorful foliage that we're seeing fall, but it's not because everything is so dry. Everything's just dying up and turning brown and falling off. You got leaves everywhere.
There's still a little bit of red and yellow peeking through. You still get some of that fall foliage.
Yeah. I feel like it would be a lot better, maybe better received if it had a better promotional campaign behind it.
Okay, what are you thinking?
Some sort of ad, some sort of marketing, maybe something like
Right.
this.
This autumn, prepare yourself for an explosion of colors. Colors, colors. It's the Monster Fall Foliage Leaf Spectacular. Leaf Spectacular. Experience an eye-popping extravaganza of extreme earth tone. Extreme earth tone on our top fuel 3 miles per hour monster hayride. Your ticket pays for the entire hay bale, but you'll just need the edge of it. And who needs a grocery store when you can experience insane apple picking? Apple picking!
I bought 10 times more apples than I can possibly eat.
Granny Smith isn't messing around!
Like decorations made of straw?
Made of straw?
Check out our radical wreaths!
They're autumnly outrageous!
It's the Fall Foliage Leaf Spectacular!
Where the hues are huge, 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 huge!
All right, I'm into it now.
Same, Megan.
Okay, so I have a show that is coming up this Thursday. Should I put it on? Gig guide?
No.
I think it's
Too quick.
I also have one that's this Friday.
Yeah, I think Friday's okay.
Okay.
Morning, Dorinda. Morning, Shalala. What?
What it says at the bottom of one of these concerts. Going out for a great time.
Mm-hmm. Dorinda's coming this weekend. She's going to be at lunch. 1 o'clock at Bricktown in Joplin. Yeah, he threw a knife at me this morning, in case you missed it. Literally, the very first thing he did to me when we went live on the video is he threw a knife at me.
I missed.
Thank goodness, because that would have been very painful to be stabbed with a knife.
I missed. I consider it a big failure.
That doesn't negate the fact that he threw a knife.
Obviously.
Melissa says, Randy, don't make me cut you. And, Melissa, she'll do it.
She will. That
She'll do
woman, her native country is Brazil.
What does that have to do with anything? One, I don't think it is at all.
Brazilian knife fighters.
That's a thing.
That scarf to each other, and you can't get out until one of you's dead, and then they have to drag him home and find a box to keep him in until the police can be notified.
I think you just made all that up.
No, that's a real thing. I remember when I used to live in South America, the knife fights I used to get in. What?
You never lived in South America.
I was a South American
DEA
agent undercover.
No, keep going.
No,
please,
fine.
please
If you're
keep going.
just going to mock my efforts at cleaning up the drug situation in the United States.
You didn't do any of that.
I did all of it.
Jimmy says, everyone take the knives away when you go to lunch. Seriously. Gonna be one giant knife fight in the middle of Bricktown on Saturday.
Well, it's what we'll do. We'll just knock the tables out of the way. We'll get a scarf out, and we'll be circling. Somebody will be playing the tarantella, and bum, 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 dun, dun, dun. It'll be awesome.
Shalala says you need a timeout.
Your face needs a timeout, Shilala. Who was
Shalala?
Shalala, yeah.
Laverne, who's not Laverne anymore.
Shiala.
I call her Shalala. You're a Tracy Bird. We should all send Randy throwing knives for his birthday.
Yes, you
No,
should.
he's already thrown one knife at me. Let's not encourage the behavior by giving him more knives to throw at me.
There's two different types of
Asian
throwing projectiles. There's
I actually believe he knows.
There's the shaken and the shuriken.
And the stirred. The shaken and the stirred.
You were saying turd with an S on it. The stirred. The shaken and the shuriken. The shaken is more of a spike-like projectile or any kind of knife. The shuriken is the...
we drink it, right? We all drink it?
The throwing stars, those kind. Anything that's got multiple projectiles on it. Come out and hear some
Thank
of your
you for
favorite
clarifying,
songs.
Jimmy. She said, I have several throwing knives. My husband used to throw them, not at me. Yeah, please don't enable him, Major.
I'm pretty good at throwing knives. I have been pretty accurate before. Been pretty inaccurate too, but it was part of my martial arts stuff once upon a time. It's all about distance. Distance and rotation. What kind of rotation you do. Once you get your rotation nailed down, then it's about getting your distance down. Same with the axe throwing. Remember when we were doing that, we were finding out what weight you needed to be able to throw and have
No, I don't remember that at all.
Weren't you at the Christmas party we did at the axe throwing place?
No, that was the Christmas right before me.
Oh, well.
So I had been in talks with
together.
Zimmer for about 3 months, but I didn't actually move
She
down
missed
here
out on the
until
axe
February.
throwing. Don't miss the great show.
No, I'm not holding up a bullseye, Major.
You could. It would make it a lot easier. Then I
yes,
could see
that's right.
it better.
Randy was throwing food last time.
Where? When?
When we went to Bricktown,
Was
you were
I?
throwing food at me. And
I feel like you. Have you
Candy
seen
Jan had
Brantley
to
Gilbert here
intervene.
lately?
I don't want. No. Yes, I have. I know.
What happened?
I know.
Did he do some time or something? Off the Rails. That's an appropriate name for his tour.
He just needs to. That's how I feel about that. Yeah, Annie threw gluten at me, which I'm allergic to. Thank you for that.
Well, they had a big old
He
bowl
wanted
of
me to
gluten there
die.
for everybody to enjoy.
Just a bowl of gluten.
And the way you enjoy gluten is you throw it at each other.
That's
Everybody
so
knows
gross.
that.
Have a spoonful of gluten on top of your boob. Stop.
There, oh my gosh. Oh, we got to go on. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 748.
Decreasing clouds with highs in the upper 80s. It's 64 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states news and weather in just 12 minutes. What's Jen? What else are we
You were
doing?
making puking noises on the live stream.
I
and
am
now
not doing anything.
My stomach is all twisted up, and I'm doing it too.
This
so
is
thank you for
more
that.
lies from the other side of the
Oh
fence,
my
more
gosh, I'm not
propaganda.
lying.
You guys heard me.
You can
I'm
go
just
back
saying.
and watch the live stream, and then you can see that it's true.
Nobody wants to go through that twice.
But we want to know in the next hour, what did you want to be when you grew up?
This is exactly what I pictured my punishment as being.
Did you want to do radio your entire life?
No, radio was never on my radar. I mean, I wanted to be, originally I did this thing, everybody, be an astronaut, blah, blah, blah. And then reality sets in. I wanted to be a musician.
Okay.
And I mean, I guess I did that, even
Yeah.
though it's just part-time pretty much. But radio was never on. Radio was something that I fell into, much like you will a mud puddle or something.
Right, yeah.
While I was in college. And I thought, I could do that. I
So
saw Good Morning Vietnam, and I thought, I could do that. And I can make money on that and pay my rent.
And so did you seek out radio, or did someone seek you out?
No, I sought it out, and I had to
It
wear
ran and
them
hide. It was like,
down.
no, please.
6 months of going into that place every
Really?
single
6 months?
every single week.
Wow.
I would drop by and go, you got any openings? You got any openings? Finally, they felt so bad for me.
Yeah, I bet.
I think they thought I was homeless. And so they, based on how I was dressed and everything, so they decided to break down and give me a job.
I mean, 6 months, that's a really, that's a strong show of dedication and commitment to something.
It's so long ago, or I would give you the names of the people responsible and you could call and complain to them, but I don't think they're still around.
So you can tell us what you wanted to be when you grew up next hour, 623-1025.
We'll see if you were close to the mark or not. What do you think about the people? I saw that the pop-up stores, the Halloween store, what is the name of that place?
Isn't it just the Halloween store?
The Halloween store. That it comes every year right around this time, pops up and it's got all the scary stuff in it. What about the people who work at that? Is that an aspiration that they made? What do you want to be when you grow up, Billy? I want to work at the Halloween store.
I bet some people really do love doing that, though. Like, it's so much fun going in there and going shopping.
Because all the masks and all the makeup and everything.
Yeah.
Whatever. Nothing was here yesterday. Suddenly they're here today. At the strip mall, selling blood, selling gore.
It used to be JCPenney. Now it's a scare factory. Shop, shop, shopping at the Halloween store.
There's a mask with bleeding eyes, severed heads, and zombie brides. That's a giant blow-up ghost I'm buying for the lawn.
Demonic possessed pumpkins, animatronic skeletons.
Shop,
shop, shopping at the Halloween store.
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1
Yes,
for country.
Spirit Halloween. Thank you. Spirit of Halloween.
So I think Mickey who is writing our Oh No You Didn't news stories, based on what I'm seeing here. The same kind of stuff.
What's she do now? I get if it's like a Luke Bryan reference and it's like kick the dust up. Kick the dust off the floor.
Riley Green will step on stage at the outdoor venue. His hit song, I Wish Grandpa Never Died, and the song After Me caught the attention of many country musicians. One other top song is with Luke Combs, Different Round. Be sure to catch this hot country artist, Riley Green. That's how the text
Oh, Lucy got sick this morning. I'm sorry, Megan. Uh, I hope she feels better. I will probably dress up for Halloween. I've done that last 2 years.
Kind of has.
But
Kinda.
Randy likes to be boring and he won't dress up.
I do. I dress up. Nobody gets it.
No, you don't. I even was like, hey, what if we did like a team costume or something, a co-host costume? He was like,
I
no.
showed you my idea.
You did?
Yes.
Which was?
The Timu stuff.
What Timu stuff?
The Timu stuff I showed you.
You showed me the stuff that you bought, like your shirts and things.
No, I showed you the masks.
Well, yeah, okay. Sure.
My idea. I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want it wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm. I pitched the idea that he can be Bob Ross and I can be a happy little tree. I thought that would have been so fun.
Lame.
Not lame. It's
Lame.
great. Jimmy says he probably showed someone else. Probably.
Probably. You probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got this going through October the 12th. Is that far enough out?
Yes, I think that's a gracious plenty
From
out.
now, it's about a full month.
Yes,
Okay.
that is definitely
There
enough.
are more.
No.
Go to October 16th.
Is Lucy okay, Megan? I'm so sorry she's getting sick.
Stop it, would you?
Bunk ba 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 ba.
You need to.
You don't want to dance and sing to the music?
There are a lot in here. And it goes all the way down to the furthest out. December 15th. Oh, thank you.
Is she running a fever or anything? Are you feeling okay?
Okay. Sent that off. I'm waiting on him. Maybe I'll get it today. Maybe I won't. Should have sent it yesterday, but I didn't think of it.
Mo money, mo problems. TikTok sent a notification. It's not too late. Keep pushing to the #1 spot in the UK versus US.
What?
I don't
Are
know.
we up for the #1 spot in
No.
the UK? Okay.
It wants us to just try. We are nowhere near that.
Been something she ate. Maybe it was your cooking, Megan.
Yeah, sometimes they just need to get something out of their system. I get that. Then you feel a lot
Does
better
it
once
every
it's
day.
out. You excited? They don't sound very excited.
I need to fix my headlight. Do the headlight restore thing.
Like clean them?
Not cleaning, you literally polish the cloudiness out of the lenses. So stupid that this is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
but it is a thing, and the auto industry refuses to fix it. So it's just a fact. Within 6 years, your headlights on your car are going to cloud over and look stupid because they will. They refuse to fix it. The only way for you to fix it is to go out and buy one of these very involved process kits from 3M or one of the other manufacturing companies, and it requires that you have a orbital sander or a drill, because you have to put this buffing wheel on there. You have to put this compound on first, let it set, let it dry, then use this buffing wheel to go over it. And it's a very careful process. If you do it too much, you put lines in it. You don't do it enough, you don't get all the cloudiness out. You can't see how you're doing because of the compound that's on there. And then you have to put another solution on there to get all that off. And then you see whether you did right or not. If you didn't, then you have to go out and buy some more. If you put lines
That's
in
annoying.
it, there's not a lot you can do. And then you have to put a protectorant on it to help it last longer, because otherwise it'll just cloud back over in a couple of months. It's
Wow.
so stupid.
I heard that you can just use toothpaste.
It doesn't really work. I mean, probably you could use toothpaste or baking soda, but it's going to put swirls in it, and it's going to take a lot longer than the buffing compound. Those kits, they're like $16, and those usually, I've done it before, and they do work, but it's just a pain in the butt that this is something we have to do.
It is. It's annoying. Jimmy wants you to do hers. You got a cloudy light.
Well, you could do it, Jimmy. It's not that hard. I mean, anybody could do it.
Are you
It's
coming to
just-
lunch with us on Saturday,
it's
Jimmy?
Pretty involved. Get you one of those kits and bring your drill with you, and we'll do it in the parking lot. Why not? You're not supposed to do it in direct sunlight.
TikTok most popular streamers are those that have drama.
Oh.
If you have drama, you're famous. Meh.
Jim Fox,
What, Randy
I
Brooks?
accuse you.
Oh, how dare you?
Don't say how dare you to me. How's that, Megan?
What are we talking about?
Boyd? Laverne, we're talking about you. Just you didn't know it.
Keep breathing, Megan. It's hard getting through that. Deep breath.
I create drama everywhere I go. I leave little piles of it on the floor.
Ew. I like this show without drama, more my pace. I do too. I don't want to be that show. That's not what we're here for, I don't think.
Well, maybe a little bit. Aw.
What?
This is stupid. So it's one thing to steal a jar of money from a kid's lemonade stand, right?
Yeah, terrible. Don't do that.
Well, in California, 11-year-old Liam Rader had set up a lemonade stand to earn some money towards buying his own dirt bike. And he'd been selling lemonade at the corner for about a year and a half, and he ran home to get some more cups. And he came back, the table, the chairs, the entire stand, everything was gone.
Oh.
Security video from a nearby business captured a silver pickup truck driving past and then turning around, pulling up next to it. Halfway through loading it into his truck, the thief picks up and reads the sign, lemonade, small, $1, large is $3, saving for a dirt bike, anything helps, thank you. He threw it in the back of the truck, too, and took off.
Man.
Liam had bought the table and chairs himself as
Oh.
part of the stand, had spent about $100 on that.
Oh, I want to get him new table and chairs. Tell me he got new table and chairs,
I
please.
don't know.
Man, I hope
I'm
they call
sure
these
there's
people.
a crowdfunding site by now, and he probably has enough for a dirt bike, a hoverboard, and a jet ski
Good.
altogether. Yeah. The sad part is if he had had the dirt bike already, he could have gotten back to the lemonade stand quicker. Hope that didn't leave a bitter, sour taste in his mouth.
You know what they say, when life gives you lemons.
When life gives you lemons, take lemonade stands. That's the motto.
Decreasing clouds with highs in the upper 80s. Clear skies, mid 60s tonight. Sunshine and 90 for Wednesday. Hot for Thursday as we see a high near 95.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's just showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
64 in Knowles, 65 in Pittsburgh, 66 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
So we're wanting to know, what did you want to be when you grew up?
You can call or text to tell us at 623-1025.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A veterinarian.
Oh, man.
I love animals. I love animals so much. And if I could have a small zoo, I would.
You kind of do? I mean, it's
I've got
kind of
3 dogs,
accurate.
yeah, a
No,
couple
I
of
mean,
kids, a
in
husband.
here, you're working with animals every single
That's
day.
true. But tell us what you wanted to be when you grew up at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook
Here's Luke Bryan.
on KIX 102.5. Can we call him Tubby Luke Bryan?
Yeah, it was foggy on my drive in this morning.
No soul, Major. More and more of our society, I'm beginning to see, they've all sold their souls. They have no soul, no empathy. Shell B said, I wanted to be a rock star. Went to college for it and everything. Where did you go?
Where'd you go to college to be a rock star?
To college to be a rock star. I mean, I know of a place, but I'm wondering where you went. I was showing Jen pictures of my graduate school that I went to yesterday in Los Angeles, and they trained people to be rock stars.
Mm-hmm.
Very expensive school. And
do you feel like you were well trained there to be a rock star?
no, that's not why I went. I went to finish out my my theory thesis under a classical guitarist that taught there, and had to be a registered student to work with him. Too cold here, R66. Yeah, it is too cold. So I had to be a student there to be able to be his assistant, and as his assistant, I was learning different practical applications for theory and for thesis.
Oh, Megan.
Crowder College. She was in the chorus class to expand her vocals and sheet music reading skills.
Cool.
We had to do I remember I had to do that as part of choir competitions when I was in high school for state honors choir, which it was the SEA conference, which is very different than the competition. I don't know even if they're a part of a conference over here in this part of the state, but most of the state has the SEA conference. And to be in the state honors choir, which accepts 50 kids, I think it's 50 or 60. It's more than that, because the whole choir was like 100, 150 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that was just the male section. You had to be able to put a piece of music down in front of you, and you had to sing it back to them without hearing it.
Sight reading. Believe it or not, I was in the all-city choir when I was in elementary school.
I've heard her sing, yeah.
I know. That's why I said,
I can believe
believe it
that,
or
yeah.
not.
She sings all right.
Oh, please.
You sing like most people
You're generous.
who have any kind of modicum of talent do.
Oh, well, bless your heart. We had a student from our high school make state honor choir. That's so cool.
I did it 3 years in a row. I've still got the patches on my old letter jacket from those. That was probably, I mean, we won state in the SCA conference competitions at Columbia every year. A ton of those stupid little medals. But the honors choir, that was probably the hardest thing besides the FFA national choir that I was in. The national choir was a big deal because they only took 2 people from Missouri.
Wow.
And technically, I was too young to even qualify, but I got in.
So then
That
how'd
was
you qualify?
1986. I think my advisor lied a little bit.
Yeah. Bobby says, let's hear some Islands in the Stream duet.
Islands in the stream. We really need to do that sometime, Bobby. Me and you. You can be Dolly.
She had a perfect score. That's amazing, Sarah.
Bobby used to go with me to some of those competitions,
Nice to
mostly
rah-rah.
band competitions. I think Bobby was with me the night we saw the UFO going to Springfield. The band was playing at a football game, and I was driving up, and I'm pretty sure Bobby was with me. I know Ricky was, but I can't remember if Bobby was with me or
A
not.
UFO.
Yeah, we saw a UFO. The news reports on it said it was some test aircraft flying to Fort Leonard Wood, who doesn't have that big of an air base there anyway. It's a Army, base.
Morning, Kathy.
He can do it. I bet he can.
Brenda wanted to be a beautician or florist. I have my cosmetologist license, worked in a salon. You're so crafty, Dorinda, and creative in the stuff that you come up with. I'm not surprised by that.
I got to play in Springfield tonight, Bobby.
Aliens.
Tonight, tomorrow night.
45 seconds.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
I have a video. Did I show that? I think I did. Did I? Of on stage?
No. Are you intentionally just showing the side of your phone? Oh, I am. You're right. You're right. 8 seconds. 5.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:09.
Decreasing clouds with highs in the upper 80s at 66 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes, but we're talking about what did you want to be when you grew up?
You can call or text to tell us at 623-1025.
We'll see how close or far from the mark you actually hit.
I feel like for a lot of them are going to be way far off.
Here's Jelly Roll.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Did you see what Melissa said? She
Do
wanted to
we-
be a translator for the United Nations.
Translating what? How many languages do you
Like
know,
foreign
Melissa?
languages, yeah. Don't work in salon anymore, but keep license current. Current is what I wanted to say. Started going for my instructor's license, but life happened. I feel that.
Life is what happens while you're busy making plans. Hi there, Morning KIX. What did you want to be when you grew up? And did you do it?
Oh.
Oh, hey, well, you're not there yet, are you?
You and Megan Maroney can
You
do
and
a
Megan
duet.
Maroney, yeah, right. Carly
Oh.
Pierce. Oh, he's moving on. Moving on. She had 2 boyfriends?
2 boyfriends and she's
And
divorced. My
divorced,
goodness.
yeah. What?
She's gonna be 35 years old next April. She's gonna be 35, and Megan Maroney's gonna be 27. I said,
Yeah. Go with those. Those older women are more experienced. Absolutely. Well, thanks for calling,
Bye,
man.
Jason.
Bye. Okay. You just have to, you got to intervene or else it will go on forever.
A marine biologist. That's cool.
It's what my daughter, does she speak? I don't know. Only 2, she says, but I wanted to learn many more. Which 2? Yeah, what 2?
I was speaking French to Beans last night on the drive home, and she thought it was so fun.
Is it Spanish, Melissa? That's what I would guess. It's most common.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter went to college for marine biology. And
Really?
she works at a seed farm now. So, Shiza.
Well, I need my hair dyed, Dorinda. Doing dye my hair.
Melissa ain't saying, Major. It's going to be the secret. Oh,
Here's some
a few
French.
words in French, a few in German, a few in Japanese. She knows Spanish.
Wow. That's cool. Say bonjour, ça va? Oui, ça va bien, merci.
Say, can you tell me how to get to the bus station in French?
No, I can't do that.
can't do. Well, what use are you? Can you tell me how to get to the airport?
I don't know airport and I don't know bus.
I can't do either one of those in Japanese or Spanish. Spanish I probably could. Donde es airport? Aeroporte. Yeah, I can do that. Aeroporte.
I want to say airport is like almost the same in French as it is in English, too.
Aeroporte is airport in Spanish, and donde está is where is the.
Ue is where is in French. Yeah, it's aeroport in French.
Aeroport.
Aeroport.
Aeroporte
Aeroport.
in Spanish.
French and Spanish have a lot of similarities.
And bus is, I know the word for bus. Can't remember it, but I have learned, apparently not very well, the word for bus.
Le bus
Yeah.
is French.
Autobus.
Autobus.
Autobus is it. Yes.
That's the same in French.
You remember?
Bus or autobus?
Autobus. Well, they're all part of the Romance language group that come from Latin, so there's a lot of similarities. Like, good in Spanish is bueno,
Bueno.
and in Italian it's buena, and then in French it's
Bien.
bien. So very, very close, all three of them.
Mm-hmm. When you visit
Morning,
the-
Tata.
One, Tyreek. Go back and forth speaking Japanese to each other. That could be fun. You could say, Bonjour, je m'appelle Randy. My name is Randy. Quelle heure est-il? What time is it?
Te amo es Randy. Spanish.
Me amo Jennifer.
Me amo. Donde?
Donde está el baño?
Yeah, where's the bathroom? You don't have to say la. A lot of it's pointed out to me by the Mexicans. He goes, we drop the word out of most of our.
Oh.
Donde es baño?
Donde está el baño?
Donde es? They won't esta either.
Really?
In Mexico. Yeah, there's a lot of colloquial slang, so that varies from Guatemala to Mexico to Panama and Dominica and all those. They have very differences. He says Puerto Rico speaks closer to Spain. Spanish and Spanish, they have some pronunciations that are very different. And he said, you got to watch out. A lot of like Duolingos and stuff are actually teaching you Spain's Spanish, and it's very different pronunciations than what Mexico and Guatemala does.
The more you know.
Good friend of mine, plays drums with a lot. He is from Guatemala originally. He teaches Spanish at Carthage High School, and he knows those differences very, very well. Larry is very, very good at it. He corrects me often on a lot of my Spanish.
Yeah, they all derive from Latin.
Yep.
There's a lot of similarities.
The Romance language. Part of our Roman influence. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country.
Here's Tyler Hubbard.
On KIX 102.5.
Got it last break. Wasn't on.
And it won't do it when I try to show, like. I can't demonstrate it for him. I can't get it to not do it on purpose.
But it doesn't help that the light doesn't come on.
Right. Because then I'm not aware. Your light works every single time over there.
Yes. I just need to be better at looking.
I wish I had, Melissa. I really think that would have given me a leg up. But
I did a year and a half of Spanish.
I feel like the biggest benefit that I've got was being in Mexico. You know, the couple of times I've been down there. I can feel myself getting better. By the end of it, I'm speaking to counter people and people at the airport, no problem. And I don't even think about it. I just rattle it off. No, we've got
Morning Pepsi.
a channel. These
I love
consoles, Jimmy, are so old that each one is an individual channel, and they are replaceable, but they wear out these switches.
Oh, is he the guy that speaks like a bajillion different languages, Major?
weird.
And people get really surprised. They're like, oh, you actually know the language and you can speak it.
I like watching on YouTube. There's this guy who goes into questionable areas, places you're not supposed to go, like Bogota, Colombia. He goes down right to the red light district down in there and films, himself walking around, talking, interacting with people.
Is this the guy that you showed me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. There's one, in fact, they threatened to stab him if he didn't turn his camera off. He goes to Calcutta, all around the world. He goes to different places. I like him. One of his favorite places that he's ever gone was right down in downtown Cancun, which I've never been to. Been to the airport, but that's it in Cancun. We always leave Cancun immediately.
I would love to learn sign language.
My daughter can do sign language. She is pretty fluent with it.
Beans knows a little bit of sign language.
She's had clients that were deaf, and so she had to know how to talk to them.
25 seconds. Tarzan.
Very good, Jen. Very good. Phone call time. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Decreasing clouds today with highs in the upper 80s. It's 66 in Joplin.
And we've got to look at the weather forecast in 5 minutes, but we're talking about what you wanted to be when you grew up.
You can call or text to tell us 623-1025.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a commercial airline pilot.
And did you get to do that?
No, I'm an auditor.
Swing and a miss!
Yeah, that's not even close.
No, it's not, is it? I do get to travel.
At least you're in a plane.
Well, sometimes, although they're not as fun as they used to be.
You could just sit up there, while you're on the plane and make the noises. Yeah, pilot's bombardier, meow, meow. I'm sure the person sitting next to you would love that.
They wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a typewriter mechanic like my dad.
Like a mechanic who fixes typewriters.
So, do you do that now?
Well, the typewriters are non-existable anymore.
That's right.
So you got to move on to computers now, huh?
That's true.
It's a little different.
I would say so, yeah.
Have you ever used a typewriter?
Yes.
You did?
My mom had one.
Oh, well then, so you know where the return key is.
There is no return key.
Yes, there is.
What are you talking about? Where's
Every
the return
typewriter
key?
has a return key. Either on an electric, it's where the return key is on your normal keyboard, or it's the lever.
The thing that you just push it over,
Yeah,
right?
that's a return key.
Okay, I didn't know it was called the return
That's
key.
why it says enter return on some keyboards.
Oh.
Yeah. What did you want to be when you grew up, except for like Jen, sarcastic?
A kennel.
A kennel?
Yeah.
Like a dog kennel?
You wanted you wanted to be a dog kennel, not own one. You wanted to be one.
Like I always told my mama, I didn't want to own a dog kennel. I wanted to be a kennel.
Dogs could live in her.
Yeah, they can drop them off and they can have feeding time and babysitting and play with the other dogs.
Inside of her?
Inside of her.
What?
I don't know why I always said it, but I always said I wanted to be a kennel when I grew up.
That's a lot like a shopping cart.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to be when I grew up. I used to say that. What do you want to be when you grow up? I used to say shopping cart when I was in first grade.
How do you even get to be a shopping cart?
Well, you have to get the wheels. You've got to be squeaky on one end.
Why did you want to be a shopping cart?
Kind of fulfilled that part of it.
And the squeaky part, sure,
Squeaky on
yeah.
one end, yeah. I don't know why. Just seemed like a handy thing to be, I guess.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Floyd, are you there?
I know that one, Major.
Morning, Patty B.
Those old Royal typewriters, you really had to press hard to be able to get them to make a mark.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't, then it would just halfway, the letter would be really light.
Yeah.
So you had to really press on them hard.
Morning, John. Morning, Shelly. We have a Shelly and a Shelby. You still have your typewriter, Christy? That's cool. I want to say one of the letters was broken on my mom's keyboard. or typeboard. Is it still a keyboard out on typewriter?
Hi there, Morning Kings. Good. What did you want to be when you grew up? Well,
Oh, okay. Well, how do you achieve
keep
that?
striving for that. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
You're like, I haven't done it yet.
Thanks. A writer.
Ooh, what did you want to write?
Great American novel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
That's
love
cool.
those. That's the kind I listen to audiobooks every night, and it's got to be that kind of story where I can get lost in it. But I tried writing once, sat down and tried to say, okay, I'm going to do this. I think it lasted for like 3 days. I would sit down, write for an hour, and I got bored so quick. And
Was this before or after you were a lawyer and a doctor?
no, it was while I was a lawyer.
course it
after I'd
was.
been a
Right.
doctor. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. And do you like them?
Have you ever had somebody that you trusted read it? Well,
Oh, cool.
it's time to jump off that cliff. Yeah, as long as they're not finished, they are still living, still works in progress.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
Yep. But there is a very satisfying feeling to completing one of those projects like that, Yeah.
Well, if you ever get one written, you ought to share it with us. I'd love to read it.
We would be brutally critique it. Yes. I've edited 2 different biographical novels that are in published right now that I was actually hired to edit them. I would not ever want to do that again. By the way, it's a horrible process, but had to go through and edit the whole book, make suggestive corrections to it, and worked with the author over a period of about 6 months on completing his. One is a story on the history 1920s around this area right here. I can't remember what the title of it is, but I have a copy of it at home. Was eventually published about a guy who he was in his 80s when he wrote the novel, and it was about his childhood growing up in this area back in the 1920s.
That's cool.
Well, you can't trust her.
Oh.
Now,
Well-
some of the there is something I have to say, and we worked through this process with him too. And there's a way to give critique that is productive, but you've also got to have a bit of a tough skin. You've got to say, hey, I realize this person is working with me towards the same goal, and we
Right.
are working towards learning to be better. And I'm not the arrival that I hope that I am right now, but this person, I'm hiring them to help me become that.
Right.
It's the same with a producer when we go into the studio and, we've written a song and it's very important, very near and dear to us because it's our very own creation. But that producer will say, I don't like this and here's why. This part of the song, I think you need to change this, and either you trust them or you don't. Yeah. Yeah, and somebody who does something like that, that's not,
There's nothing instructive in that.
yeah, that's not constructive. That's just criticism.
Right.
Sounds like there might have been other issues at work there besides the writing inability or whatever. Yeah. You
Thank
too,
you,
man.
you too.
Thanks
Take
for the
care.
call. Who was that?
I don't know.
That voice sounded familiar.
Yeah, I was gonna. I know the voice. I don't know that we ever got his name before. Randy can write a book about his life. He was never an undercover cop.
I was, and I showed
No.
you about. I've told you about when I was working on 3 or 4 different law enforcement environments.
Jimmy said he had a good voice. Is he the guy that calls in and does accents too? Because he's fun.
I don't think so. I'm going to look.
Morning, Big Dave. He was an accent guy. Jimmy, yes, it was me, Major. I want to read it when you're done, Megan. If that's something that you'd want to share. Morning, Carlos. Thank you for the follow. What? Mm-hmm. It's going to be shared and published. Fabulous. I love to write. I think it's so much fun. When I was in the 7th grade, I submitted a poem for like a student anthology, and my poem was chosen.
My daughter's in one of those.
Hopefully my dad still has the book somewhere. I couldn't tell you what it's called or anything about it or anything like that. Let's see. Comments we've gotten so far. Airplane stewardess. Wanted to be a veterinarian. A teacher. Oh my gosh. My 8-year-old daughter keeps telling me she wants to be a broom when she grows up. A broom. Preston Lacey says he wanted to be the Sarcoxy fire chief.
Really, Preston?
Really?
Preston, if you don't know, is the guy that was on the show Jackass.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, when we did the post about your super glue horror stories, there was one of the movies where him and Wee Man got super glued together, and he put a picture that he didn't say anything. He just put a picture of him and Wee Man, and I was like, yes.
Horrible.
Oh, you poor thing. Samantha wanted to be a nurse. Floyd says, I still have not grown up. Older, but not up. Diane wanted to be a carpetologist. Oh my gosh, that took me way too long to figure that out. I was like, sure, no, wait. Already over 500 pages, Megan. Holy cow. That's a long book. I've written a poem that was published in Reader's Digest. Melissa, that's so cool. All right, here we go. We got a 10 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know, what did you want to be when you grew up?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Morgan Wallen.
On KIX 102.5. See, it didn't work that time.
Nope. You hear Jelly Roll? We're not playing Jelly Roll. Or is that like a in your head kind of thing? Cody wanted to be a doctor. Carla wanted to be a paralegal. Mm-hmm. I remember your poem, Melissa. You are very good at it. I love poetry. I love just the license that you can take with it, the creativity that you can exude and utilize. I think it's super fun. Morning, Tammy. Oh, I just want to go see him. So okay, you're just hearing Jelly Roll everywhere. Got it. Today's Twisted Takes Tuesday, by the way. We've taken our pictures already. I don't know that it'll be as pretty as last year's picture. Or not last week's picture. Is Jelly Roll a song or a person? He's a person. Tell us you're not a country music fan without telling us you're not a country music fan. Yes, Megan, it was great. Nuts and bolts. I like last week's too. I thought it was really pretty. I was like, wait a minute. And Megan made the point about wanting the different colored KIX logo, and I was like, I kind of do too. After that picture. Gosh, I have to scroll forever to get back to it. We've had so much content on our page. I don't know what we'd ever use that picture for, but if we ever needed a picture that wasn't actually our faces. But oh, of course.
But everything
But that's
else,
so cool, though.
It is. Stupidly crazy that somebody would obsess that.
Isn't it? Yes, me too, Megan. Purple shirt with the black and yellow KIX logo.
There is a Halloween.
8 seconds.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. 2 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Decreasing clouds with highs in the upper 80s. It's 66 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote for the songs that you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking about what did you want to be when you grew up?
You can call or text to tell us at 623-1025.
What'd you want to be when you grew up?
I was wanting to be an archaeologist.
What made you want to be that?
I think it was just the history. I loved history so much, and I loved finding fossils and rocks. Just that point of discovery that always excited me.
Let's be really honest. It was Indiana Jones made you want to be one.
Absolutely.
You liked the hat and the whip, didn't you?
Absolutely. You're right.
And now every Thursday night, she fulfills a little bit of that role.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a teacher. I'm going to school for it.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yep.
It's so awesome to see people stick to their dreams.
You didn't say that when I told you I wanted to be a shopping cart. What about my dreams, Jen?
Randy, you can't be a shopping cart.
I can be whatever I want to be. What my mom always said.
How are you going to be a shopping cart?
Don't get into
Randy?
the details.
How are you going to do it?
Don't crush my dreams. My shopping cart dreams.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Superman.
Up and away.
Yes.
And obviously you're not Superman now.
Oh, not today. I'm Super Mom instead.
That's even better than Superman.
Yes, it is.
Although the cape's not quite as cool. Yeah, it doesn't look nearly as neat.
When you were growing up, what did you want to be?
It all came true. Just wanted to be a clown.
Like a clown with red nose and poofy hair and big shoes?
A rodeo clown.
Oh, so a clown who's suicidal as well. I get it.
Fun job.
Did you say poopy hair?
Poof.
Poofy hair.
Poof
Poofy
with
hair,
an
because
F.
poopy hair's gross, Jen.
That is really...
What kind of clown is
Randy!
that? It's like a sewer clown.
What did you want to be when
We
you
all
grew up?
float down here.
Yeah, Pennywise. Ooh, creepy.
No, that's not right.
You can call or text to tell us what you wanted to be at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I like how Major's not even going to be there on Saturday, but he answered 1 p.m.
He knows.
Yeah. Are you bringing anyone, Big Dave, or is it just you? I'm working on a list so we can let Bricktown know. Just you? Okay. Because we're at 20 people right now. $17 because there's 3 people who are kind of on the fence. Have you heard anything about Gina? Or is Gina going to have to play it by ear? Candace? Jimmy said he's going. He said he
Again,
was.
we're going to have a big old table area blocked off for us and everything, and there's going to be 4 people.
Oh, my gosh. That would be so
happens
embarrassing.
so
We're like, yeah, we
much.
need 20 chairs, and then 4 people show up.
It happens so much like that.
Ugh. I'm sitting next to Randy so I can annoy him.
Who?
Dave.
No, you're not. Steal food off my plate. That's how come I'm...
Well, that's how he's going to annoy you. Why? But why? But why? Who has not done Morning KIX password? Has Dave done it?
I don't know that he would play along.
I don't know that Dave would need to either. He's pretty well indoctrinated. Nikki, I think, should have to do it. She's never done it before. Christy's never done it. Carolyn, I don't think has done it. What is Morning KIX password?
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh, it's a glorious game.
It's a wonderful game to pass the time while you're waiting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Megan's was really, really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Megan, Sarah, Melissa, Shalala. I have. Dorinda has. Dave goes, Randy's taking the care of the check, right? And Jimmy goes, yes, Dave. Major said he was. Major said Randy's taking care of the check, or Major's taking care of the check?
We've gotten a copy of Major's credit card.
Yeah. Thank you, Major. Appreciate you. Morning, Terry. Megan says, I'd do it again, too. Even those prolapse onion rings.
Nasty.
Both. Oh, anytime, Major says. Okay.
There you go.
Appreciate you.
Oh, credit. Yeah, go for it.
I don't like the prolapse onions anywhere. I still cannot believe you deleted that video without sending it to anybody. Ugh. We miss you too, Shalala. I'm glad that you can still get on with us in the mornings. Dave says, in that case, I'm having a steak. Does Bricktown? Yeah, they've got steak there. I normally get something with a bun because it's gluten-free and I can. Which is very exciting for us people who can't have gluten. Too bad Candy Jan can't come this time. That's what I've heard, Dave. I've heard the meatloaf from Bricktown's really good.
Probably.
I can guess. You gonna travel out there, Jimmy? The prolapse sweet tater fries with bacon and hot honey is, oh my gosh, they're so good. It's ridiculous how delicious those are. Did we figure out, is it hot honey that's on those fries? You can stop off in Vegas and go see Major first, Jimmy. All she says is no. schedule this? I'll be out of town that day. Convenient. Jump a dama da, probably not. No. Gonna push a na 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 na. Never you love it again.
Well, we've reached that point in the show, guys, where Jim begins to scat.
Thank you, Megan.
Scat has numerous meanings.
I
for
know
her.
it does. I get it. Dave says that means I've got to shave my head that morning so it's just as shiny as Randy's.
Oh, good luck with that.
Maybe we play a giant game of telephone.
My head.
If there's 20 people there, it's going to get messed up. It's gonna be
Smooth.
great.
I mean, it's like there's no stubble at all.
Major says, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, that's usually an indication things have reached that point.
Yeah,
Wow, how is there nothing? Flapper
Na 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 na. Never gonna love you again. This song is catchy. Got 13 seconds. Yes. 8 seconds. 5.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Here's George Burge.
On KIX 102.5.
Yeah. That's kind of what I assumed. Oh, Dave says, what is prolapse? You can ask Randy.
Oh, don't
Okay.
ask.
You don't know what the word
ask.
prolapse means?
Look it up, Dave. No, yeah, look it up. Just go ahead and look it up. That'll be good.
I'm glad for you that you don't know what prolapse means.
You got to ask yourself why they know so well what it means.
Because of you. You and the prolapsed onions.
That was Megan, not me.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't it Sarah who asked the guy if the fire tender wet the bed? So funny. And it was way too hot in Cracker Barrel. Holy cow.
So here's a playlist.
Bye, Jimmy.
Maybe when I'm on here. That's a commercial.
Yeah, every time
come
you stoke the
on.
fire, you pee the bed.
Ads.
It's science.
Is this it? No.
This is sad.
Yeah.
Enya?
That's one. Cosmic Traveler. Anytime he does a Vietnam story. Soulfinger?
I thought it was a vibe.
Doodly squat. What? There's the police one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that one would be useful, I think, to get. Pulse theme.
It tells you what it is.
Recognize that.
Yeah. I like that one.
That's the suspense one.
That's Enya. 15 seconds.
I want the sad.
Come on, he wants sad.
That's it! It's from Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Decreasing class in Joplin.
Okay. You need to lie down
66
now?
in
Hold on.
Joplin.
Here, drink this water.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it's a check for a fever. No,
Okay.
I think everything's all right there.
Nope, I'm okay.
Not having a stroke. At
No,
least
I don't think so.
We've ruled that out.
We're talking, though, about what you wanted to be when you grew up.
623-1025. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I always wanted to be a mom.
And did you become a mom?
Yes, my son just turned 1 in July.
Yeah, that's got to be the most thankless job in the world,
Yeah, it's one of those jobs where your boss bosses you around, but you don't get paid for it.
right?
What did you want to be when you grew up?
The only thing I really ever wanted to be was a mother, but I'm here to tell you that it's greatly overrated.
You got that right.
Parent in general.
But being a grandmother is completely underrated. That's the best thing ever.
If only there was some way to bypass the whole parental process.
Oh, yeah, and be like not a mom, but a grandma.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way,
No.
unfortunately.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Zookeeper.
You wanted to play with the animals.
Yeah, I didn't get too far from it, though. I got 8 kids and 17 grandkids.
Yeah, that's a zoo right there, all
It's
right.
feeding time.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A DJ.
What? No, you
no,
do not.
absolutely
no,
not.
Getting up early, sweating over a hot microphone.
Everyone calling you all the time,
No
wanting
appreciation.
stuff.
You do not
Absolutely.
want that.
Crying every night.
Run. Wait a minute. You do that? You cry at night?
I don't want to talk about it.
Run the other way. Run the other way.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
You can text or tell us at 623-1025.
Or on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. All right, y'all. Tomorrow, more Tracy Lawrence tickets up for grabs. Also, doing fall cleanup stuff.
Yep.
Talking about the thing that you had to get rid of.
Yeah, the thing that in the spirit of compromise, when the two of you got together, you had to get rid of. There are a pair. Are they still in there in creative? Are the Texas Longhorns still in there? The cow horns?
In
Apparently
creative?
not.
No.
Yes. There used to be a pair of Longhorns, Texas Longhorns, cow horns in the creative department on top of the file cabinet in there.
No, those are definitely gone.
And they were mine. They hung over my fireplace. And when me and Gina got together, she used to sit and stare at them. I mean, we talked about it. She goes, I really don't like those cow horns. You know, we moved in together. And I got rid of all of my furniture and everything. We sold it at an auction and went and bought new stuff that we thought. And here's the thing. I'd already had those cow horns over my fireplace. But she designed the house at that time with a very southwestern feel. There was cactus, you know, the colors were
in.
southwest. I thought they fit in. There were Indian paintings and southwest. She had a ton of southwestern sand art and stuff like
Cool.
that, and ceramics and things. It looked very, very nice, but it was very consistent. And I thought that fit right in there with it. And so I was like, this fits. It's part of it. And she's like, okay. And then she would sit and stare at them while we're watching TV. I'd look at her and she'd be looking at those horns. And I'm like, you really hate them, don't you? I really do. I really don't like them. I don't like what they represent. I don't like anything about them. So I took them with me to work. And then later we moved to Joplin and the whole southwestern thing went out the door. So I knew it wasn't even a point to bring it up in our house over our fireplace, although I did. So I brought them to work with me, and somehow they ended up, I don't know where they went.
I don't know.
I had to get rid of my Longhorns over the fireplace when we got together, and all my furniture.
I don't know that I really got rid of anything with Carla and I got
I
together.
had everything that I had in my house when we got together was black lacquer.
You really?
Yeah, it was black lacquer end tables and coffee tables and glass, it's very male. I had black leather furniture. The couch and the chairs were all black leather, and they had that scallop design on the back.
Oh, yeah.
Very 90s.
Yes, it sounds like very
male only. Everything was dark. Everything was black. So she brought a lot of color into my life.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so we'll do that tomorrow.
Yep, and the Tracy Lawrence ticket. So, hey, MJ's got your next chance to win those.
Okay, bye.
All right. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Bye.